Hello there, you're on the Heart of Reddit channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Get your popcorn ready and enjoy. Vague costume dress code for Disney College Program participants. Back before the COVID pandemic, I was participating in the Disney College Program at the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California. The program director sent out an email to all of the participants 2 weeks before the end of the program, providing details regarding the end of program celebration. We were all expecting a casual dress code, since this would be the conclusion of our time working at the Disneyland Resort, and would take place inside California Adventure Park after hours, instead of the mid-program celebration that took place in the Disneyland Hotel ballroom. However, the email informed us that due to the celebration taking place in front of Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, we were expected to wear Galaxy Retro attire, even though a few sample photos were attached, showing people wearing silver face paint and mid-century skirts. We were all very confused about what exactly Galaxy Retro was, or how we were supposed to put together an elaborate costume in less than 2 weeks. Keep in mind that despite the Disney College Program being marketed toward up-and-coming young professionals, we were all poor college students, working full-time in a busy, hot, exhausting theme park, and living in crowded apartments with our fellow participants, who had the time or money to scrape together a Galaxy Retro outfit. Not me, and, apparently, almost no one else, either. So my 4 roommates and I hatched a plan. We visited a local screen printer and asked them how long it would take to print 5 custom t-shirts. We were told that if we were okay with plain white text, printed on just the front of 5 plain black t-shirts, 1 for me, and 1 for each of my roommates, then they could complete the order within a few days. The text on each t-shirt read, "Sorry, this is the best I can do for Galaxy Retro." The total cost of the custom printed t-shirts was around $25, $30. We showed up at the end program celebration wearing blue jeans and our custom black t-shirts, and insisted on taking a selfie with the program director herself. Thankfully, she had a sense of humor and realized her mistake when pretty much all of the other college program participants wore whatever they wanted, instead of Galaxy Retro. Because, after all, no one cared about dress code when it was literally the last day of our employment at Disney. Enjoy bankruptcy. After my latest Mick and It department, I decided that I no longer wanted to work in it. Instead, I got a job working with institutionalized young people, an open institution, so not the truly broken kids, because surely people who worked with messed up kids would be better listeners. After about a month there, I was absolutely certain that one of the kids had a wrong diagnosis, and the medication he was on was making everything worse for him. I brought this up at a meeting, and was instantly shot down because I had no formal relevant education. My position was as assistant. And never mind the fact that I have the actual diagnosis this kid was supposed to have, and they knew that. I got shut down hard, and the only other decent person there explained it to me, later, as the same internal politics and power plays as everywhere else. Well fuck. 2 weeks later, we had mandatory external oversight come by. This required us to go through all the kids, updates, treatment plans, etc. And when this kid came up, it was crickets all around. Bossman pulls up his file, and behold, there's no mention of my remarks from the meeting. Bossman words a request for more information poorly, which I can't directly translate from Danish, but it's more or less, if there's anything relevant that she should know, and I think the file being incomplete is relevant, so I tell him that. Death stares all around. External oversight lady asks, so I tell her. It happens to be her area of expertise. She orders the kid taken of his meds, and a week later he's much better, still a messed up kid, but at least not drugged up to his eyeballs. I get fired for not being loyal. Since I was still in the trial period, no reason was needed, but that's my guess. But as I'm packing up my sheet, the kid comes running and hugs me. I don't know what ended up happening to him, but a few years later I found out the company running that place went bankrupt. Guess who didn't get a lot of kids assigned to them after missing the most obvious of fucking issues? You want to save your new propane tank? Sure. I work as a 911 dispatcher. A man calls because he can't turn his new BBQ propane tank off. There is a risk for fire, so I refer him to our fire prevention services that recommends him he just let his BBQ work until the tank is empty. He calls again. He is angry because his new tank that he just bought will be wasted and requires help from either the police or the firemen. He thinks we're waiting for his house to catch on fire before we help him. He decides to complain about me to my superior and calls again. That's when I had enough, so I send one fire truck his way. They turn off the tank while laughing out loud on dispatch. He was billed 5 times the price of his propane tank.